Hey guys, how you doing today? I wanted to just go over a review of two of the type of, I guess you call recoil drive mechanisms in the AR-15. These are methods it uses to recoil the bolt and load the gun. Now, look at this diagram, and you can follow my mouse. I have the mouse so you can follow it, so you can see it. The top one is piston driven, the bottom is direct impingement. What we're going to do is go on to the bottom one, which is direct impingement. Direct impingement is the very common method used. It's used in 99% of ARs, been used over 50 years. Just about every AR you're going to buy is going to have this method unless you buy a customized AR that might have the above piston driven. But below here, let's just go through the basics of how it works. The direct impingement uses a gas block. Okay, and if you look down here on my mouse and look at the red portion here, and look at the green where the gases go, right at the end below the sight, there's some holes in the barrel, and these holes go up through your gas block. On this type that has the pinned-in sights, the gas block is integrated. So when you fire the gun, the cartridge fires, the gases escape. They're diverted through this gas block, and they go back. There's a little tube back into your chamber. The gas pushes. There's a little tube on the bolt, and pushes the bolt back. The bolt goes all the way back. In your buttstock, there's usually a piston, like a recoil piston. The bolt hits that and goes back forward, loads another round, and that's the functioning of it. Hot gases and carbon are forced into the chamber in the rear. And you can see, according to my mouse, in the green writing on the lower left where it says carbon and gas fouling, you get a lot of fouling and carbon buildup after a while. A lot of people say if you use like a coated bolt, one of those coated bolts or something like that, you'll get less. It's been used, it's tried and true, it's a good method. On the very bottom below this red barrel here, you see a kind of outline of a picture of the standard direct impingement system. I mean, there's a sight, there's a gas block. A lot of them don't have sights now, and they have a gas block that just clamps on there, and the gas is diverted through that block, through the tube, same thing, and there's the kind of bolt it uses. And on the upper left, you see the whole bolt in its entirety, and it says gas from 40 gas tube hits the bolt, sending it back. So that's kind of the method it uses. A lot of people don't like it because it does get quite dirty into the chamber there in the bolt, and requires a lot of cleaning and maintenance. That's the biggest part of the AR. The maintenance is in that area there because you get a lot of carbon gases and stuff. But it is reliable and it's been used for years. You just have to clean your AR. Now we'll go back up to the top. Top is the piston driven method, which is quite cleaner. And a lot of people say it's a better method. You can add this piston driven, retrofit it to your AR. You can buy them, they're like $250 to $400. There's a kit you can buy, and you can put that kit on there and convert your gun over to piston driven, your AR over to piston driven. Now let's go through the method of how this works. Look to the red diagram again here, and we're on the upper picture here. You follow my mouse. Okay, when the firing pin shoots the cartridge, the gases, and follow the green, are diverted, and they go through the gas block. But on the end of it, there is a little connection here, like a piston chamber. The gas expands and pushes the piston chamber, which pushes a rod. And the rod is the spring, and the rod pushes back, hits the bolt, and sends the bolt back. That hits the rear buttstock of the piston and goes forward and loads your gun. So you're not getting any carbon, no gases at all, no carbon fouling. The piston rod hits the bolt, sending it back. And in the top picture below the red shows you a typical, follow my mouse, and you need a different bolt. That usually comes with the kit that you buy. That's why it's a little bit more expensive. And it comes with a little piston attachment, the rod and the spring, and everything you need. It's pretty easy to retrofit it. It's not expensive. It's pretty easy to do. If you look on the upper left, you'll see a bolt right here. Left corner, that is actually how the bolt looks. You'll notice where the gas goes in, where the rod hits it, a little different. It's a little different. It's like more of a flatter. It's not long because it doesn't need to have the gas feed through there. So you're not getting any gas, no gases at all, no carbon fouling. And you'll see in the front of this red diagram is where the gas comes out. There's a vent in there and the gas just shoots out and it doesn't really dirty anything. So they're the two type of AR bolt-driven systems. The piston on the top, driven, direct impingement in the bottom. Piston on top. The benefits: it's clean, very simple. The direct impingement on the bottom. It's been used. It's tried and true. Some people says it does decrease accuracy, the piston driven, because you've got this rod going back. But it's inconsequential to the amount of accuracy you would lose. But I wanted to show you these are both the type, piston driven and direct impingement. If I'm going to be doing an AR build, and if I do the AR build, I might go with the piston driven. And if you do go with the piston driven your AR build, it costs you probably a little less because you don't have to buy that. You don't have to buy the direct impingement. So you'll probably save about, I don't know, $80 or $90. So it's going to be a little less. But I'm not really sure which one I'm going to do. I'm wondering to do the piston driven or the direct impingement. There is some manufacturers switching over to the piston driven because it is cleaner. But direct impigement's fine too. So let me know what you think, and this is just a quick overview of piston driven and direct impingement systems for the AR.